Let me ask you something a little uncomfortable. Did you know that certain everyday habits, things so small we barely notice them, could actually be the hidden reason older women sometimes carry an odor without even realizing it? It's one of those topics people rarely bring up, but it matters more than most of us admit. Because scent is powerful. It affects how we feel about ourselves, how others respond when they're close to us, and even how confident we are when stepping into a room. After a certain age, changes in skin, hormones, and even tiny daily routines can quietly create smells that slip past our own awareness. Yet they can be obvious to others. And the surprising thing? It usually has nothing to do with cleanliness. Instead, it's about small habits that build up over time. Today, I want to share 6 silent habits that can cause older women to smell without realizing it. Some will sound familiar, some may surprise you, and I promise, the last one is something almost no one talks about, but it can make all the difference. Number 1. Wearing the same clothes too often. It's so easy to do, especially with favorite sweaters, soft blouses, or that cardigan you reach for every morning. The fabric looks clean, it feels cozy, and because you didn't spill anything on it, you assume it's fine to wear again. But here's the hidden truth. Clothes quietly trap sweat, skin cells, and natural oils every single time we wear them. Over time, these particles sink deep into the fibers. As we age, our body chemistry changes. Hormonal shifts alter the way sweat smells. Medications can subtly affect skin scent. And while we may not notice it, others often do immediately. Natural fabrics like wool and cotton absorb and hold odors particularly well. Underarm areas, collars, and cuffs become hot spots where scent lingers, even after what seems like a short wear. I knew a woman named Linda in her early 70s who adored her soft cardigans. She wore them nearly every day, indoors and out. But over time, she noticed friends stepping back slightly when hugging her. One day, her daughter gently mentioned that the sweaters smelled musty. Linda began rotating her clothes more often and washing them sooner, and the change was instant. Her hugs were met with warmth again, and her confidence soared. You don't have to wash everything after a single use, but paying attention to freshness makes a huge difference. Use gentle detergents, cold water, and consider airing clothes outdoors between washes. And for items like coats, scarves, or jackets, occasional professional cleaning is worth the effort. Remember, clothes are the closest thing to your skin. They can carry either an inviting freshness or an odor you don't even realize is there. Number 2. Not drying completely after bathing. We often think of showers as the ultimate reset. Step out of the water and you feel clean and refreshed. But here's the hidden danger. If your skin stays damp in certain areas, you're actually setting the stage for odor to develop quickly. Moisture itself isn't smelly, but it creates the perfect environment for bacteria and fungi to thrive. As women age, skin often becomes thinner, but it also develops folds and creases where water lingers. Under the breasts, between toes, in the groin area, or behind the knees. Many women, especially when feeling cold or tired, rush through drying. A quick pat with the towel and moving on seems fine. But those hidden damp spots are warm, moist, and ideal for bacteria growth, which then creates subtle, musty odors that grow stronger throughout the day. Take Carol, a friend in her mid-70s. She always bathed daily but couldn't understand why her clothes seemed to smell stale after just one wear. Eventually, she realized she wasn't drying thoroughly because she disliked the chill of standing naked after a shower. Once she took a few extra minutes to carefully pat herself dry, especially under her arms and around her waistline, she noticed her clothes stayed fresher and she felt more comfortable overall. The fix is simple but powerful. Use a clean, absorbent towel and don't rush the process. For hard-to-reach areas, A hairdryer on a cool setting works wonders. Choose breathable fabrics like cotton that keep skin drier longer. And if you live in a humid climate, a small fan in the bathroom can help. Drying fully after bathing doesn't just prevent odor. It protects your skin from irritation, rashes, and fungal infections too. Number 3. Neglecting footwear and insoles. Shoes are often overlooked when it comes to personal freshness. We wash our clothes, clean our bodies. But shoes? They get worn day after day, sometimes for years, without much attention. And yet, they are one of the biggest silent culprits for odor. Even though older feet may sweat less in quantity, the scent can actually become stronger due to changes in circulation and skin composition. Closed-toe shoes trap this moisture, and insoles act like sponges, soaking it up day after day. Soon, even freshly washed socks can pick up that scent within minutes. I recall Diane, a stylish 74-year-old who prided herself on being impeccably groomed. One day, her granddaughter wrinkled her nose and said, "Grandma, your shoes smell funny." Diane was shocked. Her clothes were spotless, but her favorite flats had insoles she hadn't replaced in years. Once she began swapping them out and wiping the insides with a simple vinegar water solution, the odor vanished almost overnight. The takeaway? Treat your shoes like clothing. Wash or replace insoles every few months. Wipe the interior with mild disinfectant or leave shoes in sunlight for natural deodorizing. Baking soda sprinkled inside overnight is another easy fix. Footwear carries you through life. Make sure it's not also carrying an odor you'd never want to share. Number 4. Forgetting to wash bedding often enough. Your bed should be your sanctuary, a place of rest, comfort, and healing. But it's also where your body spends 6 to 8 hours every single night, releasing oils, sweat, and skin flakes into the sheets and pillowcases. Over time, these fabrics absorb and trap odors that transfer back to your hair and skin, even after you wake. Pillowcases are especially guilty. They're in direct contact with your face, hair, and any creams or lotions you apply before bed. Left unwashed, they quickly develop a stale, greasy smell that you may not notice but others can. Blankets and comforters, though used less directly, hold scents too, especially when neglected for months or years without washing. I remember Clara, a dear friend, proudly showing me her beautifully decorated bedroom. It looked like a magazine ad, perfectly arranged. But when I sat on the bed, there was a faint stale odor. She admitted she only washed her sheets once every 2 months because they looked clean. After switching to a weekly wash routine, the change was remarkable. Not only did the room smell fresh, but Clara herself felt more energized in the mornings. Fresh bedding isn't just about sleep, it's about carrying freshness into the day. Wash sheets and pillowcases weekly, blankets every few months, and don't forget the mattress cover. The difference is not just in scent, but in how rested and confident you feel. Number 5. Overlooking behind the ears and neck. Here's a spot most people never think about: the area behind the ears and along the back of the neck. Small, out of sight, and easy to forget. But it's actually one of the most common sources of odor. The skin there is warm, slightly oily, and in constant contact with hair, sweat, and sometimes glasses or hearing aids. Oils and residue quietly build up over time. Shampoo running down during a shower usually doesn't clean it properly. Without a little scrubbing, a sour or musty scent develops, one that others may notice immediately during a hug. Helen, a lively 78-year-old, once confided in me about her embarrassment when her grandchildren teased her about a funny smell. She was meticulous with hygiene and wardrobe, yet she almost never washed behind her ears or her hairline. When she began making it part of her daily shower routine, the comments disappeared, and so did her self-consciousness. The fix couldn't be easier. Just a warm washcloth with soap or a gentle scrub with your fingers. It takes 10 extra seconds but makes a world of difference. Sometimes the details we can't see are the ones people closest to us notice the most. Number 6. Cluttered living spaces. This last one is the most surprising, but your environment can carry an odor just as strongly as your body or clothes. Clutter, piles of magazines, dusty fabrics, old furniture, absorbs smells and quietly releases them back into the air. You might not notice because you're used to it, but guests do. Henry, 84, once told me he prided himself on never having fallen. But his daughter pointed out another issue when she visited. His living room smelled musty, like old papers and fabric. After a decluttering project, removing rugs, storing shoes properly, adding better light and airflow, Henry said his house felt like it could breathe again. Not only was the odor gone, but he felt safer and more at ease moving through his space. The good news is, you don't need to renovate. Just start with daily paths, bedroom to bathroom, kitchen to living room, and keep them clear. Wash curtains occasionally, open windows for fresh air, and let light into the room. A clean, open space not only smells fresher, it feels calmer and safer too. So here's the bigger picture. None of these habits are about shame, they're about awareness. Small daily choices can make a massive difference in how fresh, confident, and comfortable you feel. Wash clothes more often, dry thoroughly, refresh your shoes, change your bedding. Don't forget behind your ears, and breathe life into your living space. When you feel fresh, you stand taller, smile brighter, and connect more easily with the people around you. That confidence is contagious. Thank you for joining me today. Tell me in the comments, which habit surprised you the most? And which one will you start with this week? If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to inspire and empower. Stay fresh, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.